To remove and install the lower A-arm on your Ranger XP Kinetic, follow these steps. Park the vehicle on a flat level surface. Ensure it is in park, and remove the key. Next, remove the wheel from the vehicle. Begin by loosening the lug nuts while the vehicle is on the ground, but do not remove at this time. Then, safely elevate the vehicle. Reference your owner's manual for proper lifting techniques. Once safely elevated, remove the lug nuts and set aside. Then, remove the wheel and set aside. Next, remove the upper nut and bushing from the stabilizer bar link. Once removed, repeat this process for the remaining rear upper stabilizer bar link. Then, carefully pivot the stabilizer bar up to remove the links from the bar. Note that the links will be under light tension when removing and may spring outwards. Next, remove the lower shock fastener and discard the nut. Then, remove the lower bearing carrier fastener, nut, and washer. Discard the nut. Next, remove the lower A-arm fasteners, nuts, and washers. Discard the nuts. Then, pivot the arm and stabilizer link as an assembly out of the vehicle. If reusing the A-arm, thoroughly clean with a shop rag before reinstalling. Next, inspect the A-arm bushings and pivot tubes for damage or wear and replace as necessary. When reinstalling the bushings, ensure the tapered side is facing outwards. Also, ensure the control arm bushings are fully installed inside the arm before installing the pivot seals. If replacing the arm, the stabilizer link will need to be transferred to the new arm and torqued to specification. Before continuing, inspect the bearing carrier bushings and pivot tube for damage or wear and replace as necessary. When reinstalling the pivot seals, ensure the tapered side is facing outwards. Also, ensure the carrier bushing is fully installed inside the carrier before installing the pivot seals. Before reassembly, inspect the shock bushings for wear or damage and replace if necessary. Next, pivot the arm into place, ensuring the stabilizer bar link runs up through the center of the upper A-arm. Then, reinstall the A-arm fasteners and washers from the front of the vehicle, and secure with the previously removed washers and new nuts. Next, align the A-arm with the bearing carrier to reinstall the fastener from the front of the vehicle and secure with the previously removed washer and a new nut. Continue by aligning the shock with the A-arm and reinstall the fastener from the rear of the vehicle. Then, secure the fastener with a new nut. Before continuing, inspect the stabilizer bar link bushings for wear or damage and replace if necessary. Next, align both stabilizer bar links with the stabilizer bar at the same time, and lower the stabilizer bar onto the links. Note that the stabilizer bar links will be under light tension. Then, reinstall both upper bar link bushings with nuts onto the stabilizer links. Next, torque the A-arm fasteners to specification. Then, torque the bearing carrier fastener to specification. Continue by torquing the shock mounting fastener to specification. Then, torque the upper stabilizer bar link nuts to specification on each side of the vehicle. Next, install the wheel on the vehicle and tighten the lug nuts until fully seated. Once installed, safely lower the vehicle until the tires begin to touch the ground. This will help keep the wheels in place when torquing. Once lowered, torque the lug nuts to specification in a crisscross pattern. Finally, lower the vehicle completely. For more information, see your authorized Polaris dealer or visit Polaris.com.